I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the world of Oris. Today, I'll be your guide to the features, history, and virtues of the Oris Big Crown 1917 limited edition of 1,917 pieces. This 40mm stainless steel timepiece is a loving homage to the very first Oris pilot's wristwatch, although Oris's aviation history is believed to run back even farther, possibly into the pocket watch era. It was in 1917 that the aesthetic prototype of this timepiece first took wing. The example here is executed in a modern 40mm size with a high polish case and a spectacular vintage cuff-style strap. Now the watch does include a second accessory strap for a more conventional profile on the wrist, but this one beautifully complements the historic inspiration as well as pays tribute, and an accurate one, to the prototype watch that brought this one into being. Oversized crown. This is very much an Oris Big Crown, but not in the conventional style, with the broad domed onion evocative of the golden era of aviation and the first quarter of the 20th century. The lugs are in the wire loop style that was characteristic in the era in which pocket watches transitioned into the wristwatch format. The broadly domed, dramatically cambered sapphire recreates the off-axis distortion of a vintage crystal, but in modern sapphire, such that it can only routinely be scratched with a diamond. Hale and hardy, the dial itself is protected under that sapphire and gorgeous in its evocative light radium luminescent treatment. Now this is superluminova, a modern luxury material that never loses its luminescence and doesn't degrade over time, but executed in a beautiful style, especially given the loft and height of the indications and the application of paint that immediately channels the spirit and evokes that original Oris pilot's watch. The dial is also dished such that there's an inner dial and an outer dial with a vintage evocative railroad style minutes track traced by exceptional blued cathedral-style hands. Again, much of the styling features of this watch represent a time when the pocket watch was gradually transitioning into the wristwatch and when the ground-bound timepiece was beginning to take wing. Now, the timepiece is 5-bar water-resistant, another upgrade over its historical predecessor, and with an automatic winding movement and a 38-hour power reserve, it's an ever-ready companion for the daily grind, as well as flights of fancy. Now, the timepiece features a unique and historically inspired setting system. The crown does not withdraw from the case, rather the pusher at 2 o'clock is used to engage the setting system. A two-hand set, you first depress the pusher and at the same time as it's depressed, you turn the crown to advance or retard the time. This watch, part of a limited series and a loving homage to Oris's rich past, can be seen along with the entire Oris collection of new and vintage evocative timepieces on our website govbergwatches.com.